Okay, hello everybody. We're here in our apartment.
Hi.
It's Mike and Deb. You're not filming me, are you?
No, I was checking on the baby monitor.
Oh, okay. How's the baby doing?
He's good. He's
Yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was pretty impressed that I was able to get him down for a nap today.
Yes, well done.
How's it going, everybody? We're here. It is maybe one of the final episodes of the show. I'm not sure. People say, oh, I don't know. You don't know what you want the show to be, but I think I know what I want it to be. It's the sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I sit down
Yes.
with
and
people
complain.
and complain about stuff. Yeah, me and a guest sit down
Mm-hmm.
and have a conversation. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. It's funny. For the longest time, I was talking about that show, the dad show that I was going to do.
Yeah.
And I even recorded 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I uploaded it. I put it on Libsyn, the
And you got a
podcast
logo.
hosting website. And I got a logo. Spent a pretty penny on that logo.
Yeah.
And I submitted it, and I didn't submit it to Apple because Apple Podcast was like, you have to, we need special approval of your show. And then I just never did that.
You also got this neon sign of the sit down.
I got the neon sign of the sit down. So maybe I'll keep doing the sit down. I don't know. But the important thing is you're here. Hopefully you guys are headed home to see your families for a very Omicron Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe you're not going home. Maybe you're going to stay where you are and you can Zoom people. I'm fine doing nothing. I know Mike really wants to see his family.
Well, no,
and
I don't really.
His grandparents in their 90s don't think that they're going to get COVID.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really want to see my family.
Really?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to see my grandparents because it might be their last. It's probably going to be their last Christmas. I can't imagine, another Christmas of them being still alive. They're 94 and 96.
But okay.
They might be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I don't know what. Like I woke up to because I had a show on Thursday night. I was going to do Caroline's Thursday night with Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Adam got COVID. We were going to have Sarah Squirm on the show, Sarah Sherman from SNL. She got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got COVID. I had to cancel the show. And now I'm like, what do we do here? Because it's today's the 21st of December.
Mm-hmm.
This was like when you were a kid, this was like the most exciting. From the 17th on, you were like, oh, fuck, it's coming.
Yeah.
The 18th, right? The 18th of December?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's so close.
Yeah.
The 21st, we're in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 5 days away. The 22nd, I can't even. The 23rd, it's the Christmas Eve.
Yes.
It's the day
It's
before
here.
Christmas Eve. It's here. And I don't know. I was just like bummed out today all day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like bummed out. I woke up. I said, let me at least go work out. I went to the playground and worked out. There were some boys there playing basketball. Some young boys with their nanny playing basketball. And then so at least I did that, and then I went to the store and I got stuff to make sugar cookies.
Yes, Mike made Christmas hippo and pig Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
We will post a picture.
We'll post a picture.
On Patreon.
We'll post a picture on something. But
You keep knocking over this
sorry,
breast
fuck. Sorry.
milk.
Oh, why is it there?
Because that's where I was pumping.
Yeah, but I was just like bummed out all day today because I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're allowed to do. This like going back into. There was nothing better than the first 2 weeks of lockdown when you had the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is cool. Now it's like I don't even know what to make of this new variant that's infecting literally every single person in New York City.
Yeah, my mom has COVID. My sister has COVID. At least 10 friends have COVID.
Yeah.
Every school that I go to is closed because of COVID. My agency shut down. Everyone's working from home because there's a lot of COVID cases there.
And now everybody who got COVID in the beginning is getting it again.
Yeah.
Everybody who got it in like March 2020, they're all getting fucking COVID again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I don't know what the rules are. I don't know who. There's no Cuomo anymore. Thanks a lot, women. We had a great leader to guide us through this, and you fucking fucked it up. You railroaded him. We don't get any more Cuomo speeches.
Yeah, I miss those.
You know, we don't get any. So it's just like, and then I'm like, I don't know, what do I do? And then I guess we'll stay home for Christmas, but then it's like, well, I don't want to cook a bunch of stuff just for two people.
Yep.
I don't want to go ahead and make a lasagna, if the two people are going to eat. I made a lot of food because we were locked down for Christmas last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a lot of food, and it was just too much food for the two of us.
Didn't we bring a lasagna to Amy and Nimesh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it might have been sitting on the counter for too long. But nobody got sick.
No, everyone
But it was a good lasagna.
quite happy with it.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I'm just bummed out.
Yeah. Well, my family Christmas is just canceled because of all the people with COVID. So I'm just like bummed. Well, I was bummed. Now I'm just like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like I want to not travel all over every holiday.
Yeah.
So I'd be happy to stay home.
But no, I don't want to do that either. But it's like staying home for the holiday. Like, what we're just gonna be in the house all day, sit around the house.
I don't know.
Like, you got Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it here,
It's
so
just
I'm fine with that.
Stupid. It's just so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do want to but the whole point of like the holidays is that you get to eat a lot of food. You get to like get together with your family. Everybody make something
and eat a lot of food.
And you get to eat a lot of food. But it just there's something kind of like silly about. I don't know. There's something kind of silly about going to the store and then like buying all the stuff and just cooking for you and your wife. It's like silly to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think about food
and then
at Christmas. Cookies, I do.
Okay. But then it's like I don't want to go to the store and like potentially get sick or infect somebody or But then it's like, okay, well I'm sitting here following the rules, but does that mean anything? Do I get points? No. I'm not getting points because we're still in fucking hell. I followed all the rules the last time,
Yeah, this show can't
and we're
end
still
until
in fucking
COVID
hell.
ends. This is a COVID show.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the regular episode.
This is right now?
That's what I thought. I thought you knew that.
No, I thought this was a shorter one.
I thought it was a shorter one. Do you mind doing a longer episode?
I wish we started off stronger. Sure.
No, I think we started off fine. Everybody, that reminds me, subscribe to our show on Patreon. We do a show 4 days a week, 20 minutes a day, 4 days a week on patreon.com/sitdownpod. If you like the show, give me $5. You know? Why not? Boston was fun. We were in Boston this weekend.
Yes, we were. That was great. We went to the aquarium. We walked in the snow and rain.
Yeah, I drove up there on Wednesday afternoon, and I I stopped at Ryan's Deli, my favorite deli in Vernon, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're driving to Boston, it's a good place to like stop for lunch. Yeah. Because once you get there, it's only an hour and a half to Boston.
Mm-hmm. And they just like give you a bowl of pickles.
They give you a bowl of half-sour pickles, which are very nice.
Which is nice.
It's not. It's like there's definitely New York delis that are better, that probably have better pastrami than this place.
Mm-hmm.
But this place is like it's like a Connecticut sort of like deli. Yeah. It's a New York style deli.
In Connecticut.
In Connecticut. So that's what I like about it. Because it's like it's probably not as good as a lot of New York deli, but it's like the prices are pretty good.
Right. And they always get your order right?
No. It's a very communal place.
Mm-hmm.
But I did sit down, and the girl was like, she was like, "Hi, you ready to order?" She like wanted to take my order right away. You could tell 'cause it was like 2:00. She's probably going home. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I'm ready." I'm like, "I'll take a matzo ball soup. I'll take a pastrami Rachel, an overstuffed pastrami Rachel." Mm. The Rachel is the cousin of the Reuben.
Right.
The Reuben is corned beef or pastrami, sauerkraut, and Swiss cheese.
Mm-hmm.
The Rachel is pastrami, Swiss cheese, coleslaw, Russian dressing. I kind of like the Rachel a little better.
I like coleslaw on a sandwich.
I like coleslaw on a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she comes over and she's like, I'm like, I'll take a cup of matzo ball soup. I'll take the sandwich and then she left and I was like, oh, can I try the potato pancakes?
Right.
So she was like, sure. So she brings over the potato pancakes and I'm like, she forgot my soup. I just knew she forgot the soup.
Right, yeah.
Then the sandwich comes
Mm-hmm.
and it's the Reuben, not the Rachel.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be like, I didn't order this because they're going to throw it out. They're going to take the Reuben and throw it out.
Right.
Is that what happens at a restaurant?
Unless somebody in the kitchen wants to eat it or if they can resell it. Not if they dropped it off, especially with COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just like, I'll just eat this. And then she comes out and she goes, they made your potato pancakes twice. Do you want an order?
Wait, so did you never get a matzo ball soup?
I never got a matzo ball soup.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Why would you not say something?
Because I was so full from the pancakes and the sandwich that I was like, this is too much. Because as soon as the sandwich got there, I was like, she forgot my soup.
Right.
So then it's like, what do you do? Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who's that?
Your cousin Allison.
Oh.
Yeah. You have a interest. I know. Some hoe from nowhere. You have an interesting relationship with food. I think we've talked about this.
Why?
Because you're like, Christmas, you know what? It's about more than presents. It's eating all the food with a lot of people. Bring food
it's
and
about
you
togetherness.
eat it. It's all.
It's about celebrating the birth of
eating,
Jesus.
Eating food together, and then you're like talking about driving to Boston and where you can stop to eat.
Yeah, alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to eat with people.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
Anyway, so I got to Boston on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a show at a brewery on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I go directly to my aunt's house. Now I've been doing comedy for about 15 years. I've been going to Boston for maybe 10.
Yeah.
I've stayed at my aunt's house like almost every time I've been to Boston.
What's the first thing you do when you get there?
I take my shoes off. And then I open her fridge. I just see what she's got. I just see what she's got going on in the fridge. Because my uncle's a doctor. He's a pediatrician. They should have better snacks. Like they usually have hummus in the fridge. They didn't have it this time, but I was like, this time, like I'm old enough. I'm just gonna be a ghost. I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah.
Go downstairs to the basement. Sleep in the basement. And that's it.
Yeah.
But I've been staying at my aunt's house for like 10 years.
Right.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's nice that she lets
Every
you
time
do
that I go to Boston, I just,
Mm-hmm.
just Boston, comedy, Boston, my aunt's house,
Mm-hmm.
But I was also thinking, so she has like a little base, she has like a finished basement downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got a, like the bedroom area, bedroom living room of the basement.
Yeah.
And then you walk out into a hallway, and the bathroom is like around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like a door.
Yeah.
Going to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna look out here, and I'm gonna see a face in the doorway. I was like sure that I was gonna see somebody's face.
Mike's been spending a lot of time on this creepy TikTok channel.
Yeah.
Put all these creepy thoughts in his head.
I've been watching this TikTok channel, and I gotta tell you, I don't really get scared that much. I don't like movies. Don't scare me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy makes these videos. I mean, it's called Creep Time on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
These videos will scare the shit out of you.
Right.
You watched one.
Yeah, the mannequin.
What was it?
That there's this bridal shop in Mexico, and there is a mannequin in the front window that's been there for something like 90 years.
Yeah.
And it's got some like extremely realistic human features. such as eyebrows and eyelashes and like colored eyeballs, and the hands have like actual lines and markings. There's dark spots around the ear and mouth. And the legend is like the original
It has like the most
owner-
detailed hands of any mannequin
Yeah.
you've ever seen.
And the legend is that the original owner, her daughter died just before she was to be married. So they said they like turned her into a mannequin.
They might have preserved her body and put it in the window of the store. Which, if you're gonna do that to your dead kid, put it in the back.
They wanted her to be front and center in the store so they could.
That's
she
so
could see
weird,
outside,
though. That's so fucking weird.
and they could see
Imagine
her.
I die. You just turn me into a mannequin.
What would you wear?
You'd put me in a bear costume. I'm just like a taxidermied bear, but it's really me on the inside. Probably a tracksuit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you wear tracksuits.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't even say that. Tracksuit store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was like perfect, situation for this woman. She had mannequins, so it was an easy thing. I couldn't just open a tracksuit
Like if your
store
sister died, you
or
couldn't.
like put you in the corner of the apartment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably be mad at you for dying. I wouldn't want to look at you
Right.
like that much.
Right.
Like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Right.
Dying like that.
Yeah, it's really like that can't be great for business to put your dead daughter in the window of a mannequin store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, they stayed open a long time. Maybe people liked the creepy story.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do that weird
Don't you want to touch it?
stuff?
Don't you want to touch it? Just see what she feels like.
Not really, but yeah, I guess the hands.
Yeah.
Did you do weird?
When I was a kid, I would go to we would go to department stores and I would feel up the mannequins in the store. Like I would go to the mannequins and start putting.
Everything you tell me about your childhood makes me think like, what the fuck was wrong with you?
So I just start like putting my hands up the mannequins. Like,
why?
Because it was because they were like
How
hot
old
women.
Were you?
Like 5.
Why are you such a weird
My dad was like,
kid?
Michael, what are you doing? I was just like, I remember just being like,
Oh my god.
ooh.
You're the weirdest kid of all time.
No, that's not true. There's
Yes,
lots
it
of
is.
weird
No,
kids. There's
I
plenty
work
of
with kids.
You work with kids, and I'm the weirdest kid.
Yes,
I'm the weirdest
you're the
kid.
weirdest
What
kid
about those
I
kids that were
ever-
jerking each other off at your session that one time?
That's not even that weird.
How
as
is it-
compared to what you
So
tell
that's
me.
not as weird as feeling up a mannequin?
Yeah.
At least I'm not some queer. At least they were female mannequins.
You're such a freak.
Yeah.
I guess you're so like. I think you were just waiting for someone to say something to you.
Mm-hmm. No, I think I was like a little horned up kid. And I was like, ooh. That's not that weird. That's I think a lot of boys probably did that. You didn't ever like see a mannequin and get turned on?
No.
Really?
No, yeah.
You never saw a mannequin and got turned on?
Never.
Greg Giraldo had a joke about how he saw like a female sales associate pulling panties off a mannequin. And it was like the hottest thing you ever saw in his life.
Oh my god.
And he's like, it wasn't even a full mannequin, it was a torso mannequin.
I'm gonna say top 5 weird things I've heard Mike say.
Feeling up
about
a
his
mannequin, that's the
childhood.
weirdest
Feeling
thing.
up a mannequin,
yeah,
1.
Okay. Yeah.
That's number 5. Number 4. Asking the dare teacher what he was supposed to do if somebody said they'd kill his mom if he didn't do drugs.
That was an exaggeration, but yeah.
3.
But that's not that weird. I was just scared of drugs. I was just terrified of drugs.
3.
Yeah.
Another weird thing that you were just obsessed with the idea that you were going to get abducted or kidnapped.
Yeah. Okay, and did I get abducted?
No.
Did anyone abduct me?
Why would anyone?
Some guy put me in his van. I'm just talking the whole time. He's like, you know what? I'll just abduct some kid from the projects.
Now I'm on what, 4? I
Mhm.
mean, 2.
Yeah, I'm not that weird of a kid. All the stuff you described isn't like exceptionally weird.
Yes, it is, Mike.
Eating my boogers maybe could be one.
Will you still do that?
I don't eat my boogers. Get out of here.
Number one is your mom having to remove your headboard from your bed.
That's not that weird. Little boys jerk off.
You just make me cringe a lot when you talk about your past.
Well, I don't know what you want from me. I had no father growing up. I had an absent father, and I was raised by my mother. That's why I'm a weird little boy, but I know how to talk to women.
You know what you also did that was weird?
Yeah.
That you, like, tagged along with anybody who was going out to eat.
What do you mean?
You tell stories all the time about how, like, you know, we were all at the beach, and then Mimi and Poppy were going to eat, so I decided to go with...
How is that weird? So, yeah, I'm such a weird kid. I wanted to eat.
Every time somebody was going to eat, they had to take you with them, of all the kids.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm passionate about food. I'm a passionate boy. I love...
Yeah.
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 And
it is funny, like, Mike was one of those kids who his mom did a lot of his homework and Halloween costumes.
She did my Halloween costumes.
And homework projects.
She did some of my homework. Well, here's the thing. So one time we had a dinosaur project, and I remember I got Dilophosaurus, which was like, I don't know, it was like kind of a cool animal. It was from Jurassic Park. It's the one with the collar.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was drawing like random dinosaur cards out of a box.
Yeah.
So it was all like selected randomly. So I remember second grade, I reached my hand into the box and I pull out Velociraptor.
Right.
And everybody's like, oh! That was the only time I had any power in my entire life.
Because people wanted to trade.
It was the only time. Yeah, it was the only time I felt like somebody in my entire life. That and maybe when a stripper was nice to me. Maybe that one time a stripper was really nice and I gave her $400.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm kidding, Deborah. Jesus Christ. It's called hyperbole.
Okay.
Fucking idiot. Yeah, but I remember I drew Velociraptor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, I got fucking Velociraptor. And then everybody was like, and I remember this little kid, Peter Diorio, was like, because everybody wanted to, because the teacher was like, you can trade if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody wanted to trade with me. And Pete Diorio, he had this like shitty dinosaur. I don't even remember the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, come on, look at this guy. Look how cool he is. It was just some like literal no-name Mylarosaurus or something.
No-name
like
dinosaur.
just some fucking dog shit dinosaur. And he tried to like fucking manipulate me into, thinking that dinosaur was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I had Velociraptor. So I traded. So I was like, I can literally do any dinosaur I want.
Yeah.
And I was like, Velociraptors, whatever. I'll take or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
So I traded Dean Patron for his Dilophosaurus. Because the Dilophosaurus has the collar and it
His
spits
name
poison.
was Dean Patron.
Yeah, why?
That's interesting.
Like Italian though, Petrone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his father was he was interesting because his father was a cop, and he was like a popular kid, but he was also like kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was like a good-looking like preppy kid,
Yeah.
but he was also like kind of a dork.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me about like all the murder scenes, pictures of murder scenes that his father would show him.
Oh my God.
he was like, oh yeah, I saw all these murder scenes. There's a person in the bathroom who'd been shot in the head. There's a person in their bedroom.
And Mike's like, oh my God, the horror.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I'm clutching my pearls. Yeah. And so like he's like, yeah, the bathroom one's pretty gross. So I traded him for Dilophosaurus.
Right.
I had to do a report on Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
I remember going to my uncle's house half an hour away because he had a computer and a printer. We didn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
I think third grade was when we got a computer. But anyway, but so the choices were for your dinosaur project. You could either make a diorama, you could do a mural.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a model, like a model dinosaur made out of like household items, or something else. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm gonna do a model of the Dilophosaurus. So I had a dinosaur action figure, but it was like an action figure, but it had a big fin on its back.
Yeah.
So I was like, Mom, we're going to make a Dilophosaurus out of clay. So she was like, all right. So her idea was to cover the action figure that we had with clay.
Yeah.
But it had a big fin on its back.
Right.
So she was like, well, what are we going to do with this big fin? And I was like, we just won't include it because I thought we were making one from scratch.
Right.
She was like, no, I'm going to cover this with clay. So I was like, oh, I guess you could just like cut it off then. And she took a knife and she cut the dinosaur fin off the dinosaur.
And you got
so we could make a Dilophosaurus. I was like, all right, well, that's a choice I just made to have my mom cut up my fucking dinosaur. And then covering the dinosaur with clay like got too hard, so I just drew a mural.
So you cut the fin off for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah. No one in my life was ever this involved in my schoolwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time.
So what are you gonna? Which path are you gonna take? Which way, Western woman?
I'm going to create a space and a time for our son to do his work.
Yeah.
And he will do it.
Yeah.
Then on his own.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll help a bit, but
yeah,
no one really helped me. I mean, I probably could have benefited from some help, but I'm not going to be the parent that does the projects. Like, I had a boyfriend in high school whose grandfather was, like, super crafty, and he would, like, come to school with these, like, projects that, like, you flick a switch and all the lights turn on.
Yeah,
and it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
Who are you trying to impress?
Yeah. So, yeah, I just think that's nonsense when kids have, like, elaborate projects that clearly
there were always kids that, like, did that. Yeah, they were like
anything with
they
a
were, like,
switch,
wired.
it's like,
right,
get
right,
out.
right. They were, like, wired for stuff and
to
do whatever. What was I talking about? Second grade, dinosaurs? I don't remember.
That was the only time you had power in your life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah. So, once again, patreon.com/sitdownpod if you want to give me some freaking money,
There'll
baby.
be a bonus premiere there. There'll be a bonus premiere of Mike's latest.
Oh, yeah. So I made a little short film that'll be on there.
Yeah.
Because I got to give the Patreon subscribers something.
Yeah. All those nudes aren't cutting it.
Those nudes aren't cutting it. They're like, put the podcast up. It's an audio meme. It's an audio media.
Right.
It's a ear media. Anyway, so what else is going on? You want to talk about Christmas is coming?
Yeah, I want to know what you think are the best Christmas movies.
Yeah, so I was thinking about this earlier. So I think that Muppet Christmas Carol is far and away the best Christmas movie.
That is number one.
It's number one, hands down.
Yeah.
Sure. You know, there's a lot that I really like. There's the Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart isn't that bad. It came out in like 2003, I want to say, where Patrick Stewart plays Scrooge. It's pretty good. Maybe we can watch that.
Other than A Christmas Carol,
yeah,
that same story,
yeah.
I like Scrooged.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never really seen that.
Oh, it's good.
Front to back, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Joseph is in it.
I know. You told me that.
Yeah. Let's see. I was thinking that the Santa Claus is a pretty fucked up movie. That used to be one of my favorites as a kid. That's like a fun movie as a kid. But then you watch it as an adult and you're like, okay, this guy had like a nice job.
Yeah.
Single dad, probably getting pussy.
Yeah.
You know, probably getting his dick sucked because he's neglecting his kid.
Yeah.
He's an executive, you know. Got his shit together.
He's got money.
Got his shit together, right?
Yeah.
Finally got divorced from his fucking bitch wife.
Right.
And gets to go to Applebee's and meet divorced women and get his fucking dick sucked. You know?
Right.
And now he's got to be Santa Claus.
Poor Tim Allen.
Yeah. Because he goes out to check. First of all, Santa's not even supposed to come to your house till like 3 a.m.
Yeah. So
that's when he gets
early.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Santa comes at like 10 o'clock at night.
The roof.
He goes, "Hey, buddy," and then Santa goes, "What's that?" And he falls and he dies. Santa dies. They kill Santa. This might be the only movie where they kill Santa, right?
I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
And then he puts this.
And then there's a clause which I never realized the double meaning.
I didn't even know what the fuck that meant either. I mean, who cares?
Until
Yeah,
I was an
I'm
adult.
a child. But there's like some agreement where it's like when you put on a suit, when you put on the Santa suit, then you become Santa.
Right.
So which means that Santa killed another Santa.
Right.
You just have to be Santa and stole his suit. You just have to be Santa. It's like they're just killing each other.
Yeah.
To be Santa.
What was Tim Allen's excuse for putting on the suit?
Because he said there's a card that says, if anything should happen to me, put on my suit, the reindeer will know what to do. So the whole thing is like magic. So the reindeer know which houses to go to.
Right. Got it. Yeah.
Man, Santa is so cool, though.
So are we going to tell our
Could you
son that
imagine?
there's a Santa?
Absolutely we are.
Oh, that's another
Absolutely
weird thing.
we
Mike,
are.
when did you stop believing in Santa?
When I was like probably 3rd grade. Anyway.
No, that's a lie.
Anyway, guys.
Mike was well into the 5th grade, maybe 6th.
No, I was 13 when I knew for sure. I was 13 when I knew for sure there was no Santa.
Weirdest kid I've ever.
I stopped believing when I was in like 4th grade. When I was like 9. I had younger siblings, and sue me for believe.
You played along.
Sue me for you know what, Deborah?
Mm-hmm.
We live in a fucking depressed world. This was right around when Kosovo was happening. Okay, when there was fucking civil war in Kosovo. Let me have Santa Claus.
Uh-huh.
I started getting depressed when I was in and actually I remember the first time feelings of depression was in like 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So isn't that funny? The same year I stopped believing in Santa Claus was the year I got depressed.
Well, maybe what about the lie you were told your whole life that contributed to your
I don't think that's a big deal. I think it's fun to believe in stuff. I think it's fine to believe lies.
I don't know. I read your 2nd grade journal. You seemed pretty upset then.
I was upset, but like feelings of depression that I don't know, I can't explain.
Mm-hmm.
Those showed up when I was in like 4th grade, the year that I kind of started to question Santa Claus.
Right.
But then when I was 13, I asked for weights, and I heard my dad drop. I'm sure I've told this story on the show before, but I heard my dad dropping weights on the floor.
Yeah.
When I was 13,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, all right, there's no fucking Santa Claus. Because I heard like, clang, God damn it.
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
That's Mike today looking for the stand mixer.
Well, I tell you what. I kept my shit together today looking for that stand mixer attachment.
Yeah, you only screamed fuck once and
I punched the fridge.
punched something. Yeah, I heard.
And then I said, you know what? I am not going to let this bother me. I am not going to let this take away my humanity.
That was good.
But what's annoying about that, though, is, like,
Mhm.
I know where everything is in my kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't know. I would have put that stand mixer, if it was up to me, I would have put it in that drawer. Or I would have put it with the stand mixer, in the cabinet with the stand mixer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, either you or our cleaning lady.
It definitely wasn't me because I never
Her name is Rosa.
used that thing in my whole life. It's a heavy machine.
Yeah, but the paddle
with
attachment was
multiple
what was
attachments, which
missing.
is, yeah, I think that it is entirely up to you where it goes because you're the only one that uses it.
Okay.
So you only have yourself to blame.
But then it's like somebody misplaced my thing, and then it's like then you have to be like, I don't know, why don't you look for it? And then you have to watch me, and then I go and look for it, and I lose my fucking shit because I didn't fucking put it there, and then you get to sit there and go, oh my God, my husband's crazy. And you're the one who fucking probably misplaced it.
I never touched it. I don't use that.
Somebody did. It wasn't me. All right. Back to the Santa Claus. This poor guy, and yes, I was 13 when I stopped believing in Santa Claus.
Gets to be divorced.
He gets to be divorced from his bitch wife Laura with her fucking bitch mom 90s haircut.
Also,
she was
going back
hot.
to Boston,
She was kind of
I
hot.
got to see one of Mike's sets, and the first thing he said when he got on stage was, "Man, I wish my wife was dead," and it killed. Like, why?
Why?
You have a thing about, are you frustrated with me?
No, there was a guy doing a guest spot.
Yeah.
Dan's friend who did the guest spot.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his wife to cancer.
Oh, goodness.
So he was like, yeah, my wife literally ghosted me.
Oh, that's awful.
So I went on and I was like, hey, how's it going, everybody? Man, I wish my wife was dead, huh? Everybody was like, yeah. I was like, that's me making small talk in the green room. I'm like, oh, I bet it's fun having a dead wife, huh? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so
It did well.
Tim Allen.
When something works in this game, in comedy,
Mm-hmm.
if it gets you a laugh, you do it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You get those laughs. You
Right.
chase those laughs.
Right.
You chase them. And you get them. And then you try to get them again. And you can't get them again. You got to find them again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like trying to catch a firefly or something.
Right. Or smoke.
It's like chasing a... I don't know what
High.
the fuck it is. Yeah, chasing a high.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you ever like make a joke and then it bombs? You ever like make a joke and then you try to do it again, it doesn't work?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the Santa Claus is very weird because it's a movie. Because when you're a kid, you're like, oh, cool, yeah, no, Santa, you got to believe in Santa. It's it's a special thing for kids. But then it's like this poor guy
Mm-hmm.
is what? He has to just be Santa
His
for
whole life
eternity
is
till he fucking
uprooted.
dies?
Yeah.
This is slavery. He's a slave.
Yeah.
He's a white slave.
Oh, and that's a shame.
Speaking of white slaves, everybody, Blue Apron is Blue Apron is coming in.
I wouldn't go Santa Claus. I would go Home Alone.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying that's a movie that used to be good.
Oh, okay. It's not on your list anymore.
It's not on my list anymore, but it used to be on my list. But it kind of like freaks me out a little bit now
right. Okay.
watching it, because it's weird. Because you watch it and you go like, man, adults wrote this movie
Mm-hmm.
about a guy who like becomes Santa,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. And does he see he's gonna be Santa must work his fucking ass off.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like he does. The elves do it all. Santa works one night a year.
Yeah,
The
but
rest of the year he's just getting
yeah,
fat.
but he's got to watch all the kids. He's got to make sure they're not talking back to their mothers.
I think he just gets a magic list.
Yeah.
The powers that be.
Well, there's that scene where they deliver it to his house. But the thing is, in
Yeah.
that movie, like, so Santa goes to see Charlie.
Yeah.
And then Charlie and Tim Allen, Scott Calvin, they go and deliver the rest of the toys.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go back to the North Pole. How long did that shit take? How many cities did he have to go to?
I don't know. Magic.
At
The
least.
reindeer did all that, so it's like he doesn't do anything except
Yeah,
go
but
down the
that I would lose my mind just having to go, because I guess what, time slows down
right,
or something.
I guess. Yeah.
Which okay.
I mean, you lose your mind going to LaGuardia. So
No, I actually like going to LaGuardia. No, but it's like how many? It's like so we're supposed to believe. Did you just drop my phone on the floor?
No,
Where is it then?
I don't know.
That was the sound of my phone falling on the floor. I know what it sounds like. Anyway, so he goes to but it's like how many kids did him and Charlie visit in that night?
Millions.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, well.
Just going
Christmas
down the
magic.
chimney to yeah.
You were the one that believed until you were 13. What did you think was happening?
I don't know. I didn't realize how many people there are in the world. There's a lot. You know?
I have to go.
All right. Deb's got to go. That's the show, everybody. No, just kidding. We're going to take a little break, and we will catch you in... We'll be right back. Well, not right back, 'cause I'm going to edit this together, but she's got to get the baby. Okay, and we're back.
Yeah,
So, the Santa
sorry.
Claus sick movie for freaks.
Yeah. I'm sorry I called you a weird kid, because you made a perfect baby. Just want to throw that out.
Well, I was a cute baby, too.
Uh-huh.
I think our baby's going to do some weird stuff. You know? Yeah, but I think you just cursed yourself. Now you're going to have a weird kid.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we both agree that The Muppet Christmas Carol, excellent movie.
Muppet Christmas Carol is far and away the
Yeah.
number one Christmas
If
movie.
you haven't watched that, you guys should go put that on.
Now,
I
I
just
don't...
own it on Amazon because I watch it every year.
Yeah.
They never give you free Christmas movies around Christmas, so those are the
They
ones
do,
that you
though.
should
They
just buy.
do. They give you...
Hardly.
They give you a few. They give you It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
They give you Jingle All the Way.
Which It's a Wonderful Life is long and depressing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's stressful too.
I've never seen the whole
Like
thing.
the bank's closing, the money's gone.
Yeah.
You know, George Bailey was supposed to have a better life than he did. It's just like, all right, already.
Yeah.
You're stressing me out.
Before he tries to throw himself in the river, he tries to do suicide by cop. He goes, "Come on, motherfucker, shoot me! Shoot me, bitch! You don't have the fucking balls!"
Yeah.
Well, I
missed that
Oh,
part.
that's funny.
Yeah.
How about George Bailey, but he's trying to do suicide by cop? Come on, you fat pussy! You don't have the balls to kill me! I'm gonna grab your gun!
Right.
Oh, boy. I'm gonna tweet that right now, actually.
And Scrooged. Home Alone I brought up. That is a great holiday Christmas movie.
Home Alone's great. I would like to present a strong contender for the number 2 Christmas movie of all time.
Yes.
I would like to float the idea of Jingle All the
I knew
Way.
you were going to say this nonsense.
Yeah.
That movie would get all of everyone canceled today.
If it was made today, but it's just tame enough where no one's gonna like look back at it and go, "Oh my God, what were we watching?" Like it's a nice little time capsule.
Yeah.
Put the thing in the jar, seal it up. There it is. There it lives in 1990. It's a nice little relic of 1998.
You know how like when you watch Disney movies now and it's like depictions of tobacco,
right.
racist things.
They're like, we did leave the character Frenchie the fucking Jew in our movie.
Yeah, so like
we want to be true to the depiction of the time.
Jingle All the Way, it shows violence against women, some racism, some I don't know, like what do you call when you're making fun of little people?
I don't know.
Discrimination. I don't know what it is.
Midgeophobia.
I don't know what it is.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's lots of stuff. He punches a reindeer. PETA probably does not like that.
He punches the reindeer. Well, the reindeer was attacking him. I don't know.
No, he was just sitting there when he got punched.
Mm-hmm.
Then he fed the reindeer beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess Jingle All the Way is pretty good.
Well, I don't know. It's very funny. There's a scene where like he's in a warehouse fighting a bunch of Santas because they have like a counterfeit toy ring, and this midget, like, I'm sorry, excuse me, I should not have said that
you
word.
better
little
take
person.
that out.
Why?
You better go.
It was an accident.
Rewind.
Fine. It was an accident.
Yeah.
But he jumps on his head and he starts hitting Arnold, and then a big guy comes in and goes to punch Arnold, and he ducks, and he punches the little person, and he flies across the warehouse.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ah!" And I just like, I was like laughing, so I was like, I know I shouldn't be laughing at this, but that's so funny. And I hope that I think it was Vern Troyer actually who played the little person, Mini-Me from Austin Powers. He's like, "Whoa!"
That was a common like
there's a
comedy trope in the 90s.
It was.
Yeah.
And now none of those actors can get work.
Yeah. So
they're like, no one
who's
wants
really
to throw us.
hurting that
Right.
population.
Right. The woke people don't give a shit
No.
about Sky almost did it again. About little person actors.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
They just taking all their jobs away.
Yeah.
Um
Growing up, it was my dad's a really friendly guy, and he like makes friends.
Yeah.
People easily, a lot of people. So we were going to wrestling to see SmackDown or Raw, and some guy that he like worked with or he met at work was going too. So he invited him to ride with us, and the guy was a little person. And he was like the first little person I had ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my dad like didn't even tell me.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
You're like, whoa! Oh, hi. His name's John. You just don't realize.
And like, I mean, I guess that's like says
He was
something
giving you
about
a
my
ride.
dad. How
Yeah,
my
yeah,
dad's
yeah.
just like, oh, I didn't,
Normal,
I
yeah.
didn't even think
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like 9,
Yeah.
so I'm like
We
surprised.
were in Disney World one time when I was in like 5th grade. So I was in 5th
Mhm.
grade and my sister was, so she must have been in kindergarten. So she was at that age where she was like asking questions, talking a lot, wants to know
Mhm.
everything. And so like we're in the line. We like go in the line for this ride, me and my mom and my sister. And then this little person walks into the line with her kid, and then they're standing behind us. And then my mom like turns around and starts making small talk with the little person lady, which I thought was very big of her. I'm just kidding.
You are fucked up.
But anyway,
You're very
no, that's fine nowadays. But then like, so my mom like says something to the lady to just be like friendly, and then I notice like my sister noticed her, and I'm like, oh no, she's gonna. And then my sister goes, why are you so small? Which it was just like a question that kids ask, and the lady was like, oh, that's the way God made me. But I was like, God damn it, Andrea,
right.
just be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny. Your dad didn't tell you.
Didn't
How have
tell
I never heard that story
I
before?
don't know. I didn't tell you that.
That's so funny.
I can't remember if we were going to wrestling or Six Flags.
You're
but
like,
I
Dad,
think
what
it
the
was
fuck?
wrestling.
That's the first thing out of your mouth. It's just like, Dad, what the fuck?
I think like when he walked up the driveway, I must have made a face, and Amanda like hit me. She was like, don't fuck this up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was trying to like warn you or something.
Yeah, like, or telling me like, don't act weird or say anything inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so where would you put Home Alone on your list? Would you include the top?
I haven't seen it in a while. I mean, it is a good movie. I think it's better the events leading up to the house stuff when he's battling the burglars. That's like the better movie than just like Joe Pesci getting burned with a blowtorch, in my opinion.
Oh, I don't know. I love him getting blown with the blowtorch. One,
It's like
I'd
you're just
be
watching
so
these guys
pissed
get
if
hurt.
my mom left me
Yeah.
on vacation. Two, like everyone's bullying Kevin McAllister the whole time.
Yeah.
And nobody is like even validating any of his feelings.
Right.
I think that his mom was really rotten to not to let his fat older brother be so rotten to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a kid.
Yeah.
And
why was there
like,
only
oh, he's
one
the bratty
slice
one.
of plain pizza? What kind of monsters don't get like at least one plain pie? The other ones with toppings.
Yeah, I don't know. That was his thing, right? He liked
he only wanted plain.
And why was his uncle such an asshole?
Yeah.
And then somebody was like,
remember when he opens up the drawer? Wait, what's his brother's name?
Buzz?
He's like, Buzz's girlfriend. Barf.
Yeah. What, there was like porn in there or something?
No, it was a girl. Like a.
Oh, really? She was like gross looking?
Yeah.
That's another thing you can't do today. You can't make fun of people how they look.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I love about Jingle All the Way. It's like it's just like it's not. I can't even use that word on this movie. I wouldn't even call it problematic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like kind of.
Yeah, it's not that bad when Sinbad strangles that
raunchy
lady.
Sinbad strangles the lady, and then
they have a
but
bomb.
then there's a scene where like
they blow up
yeah,
the police.
he brings a bomb. Yeah. But then there's a scene where like Arnold is trying to get a ball to get for a raffle for the Turbo Man doll.
Yeah, he's a pervert.
And this little girl like puts it in her mouth, and he tries to like squeeze it out of her mouth, and the mom beats him with the purse, and then all the other moms come in and start hitting him, and then like he's like, "No, I'm not the pervert."
They just push him out of the playground.
They just push
area.
him out, and that's it. And like, well, we dealt with that pedophile. That's just what moms did back then.
Yeah.
They just carried bricks in their purse to beat
that
up.
Was another 90s thing.
What?
Every like a woman hitting a man with her purse.
With her purse, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just carried like a bag of sand in their purse to make it heavy.
Right.
And whenever some guy got out of line at the mall, whenever a guy at the mall got fresh,
Right.
they just hit him with the purse.
So the number 1 Christmas movie is Muppet Christmas Carol. I'm gonna say number 2 for you is Jingle All the Way, but number 2 for me is probably The Family Stone.
Yeah, this is like a thing where if Deb and I ever get divorced, and I'm talking to like my divorce lawyer, and he's like, yeah, well, you know, these things happen. I'm like, yeah, you know, I remember one Christmas, she watched The Family Stone 4 times, and that's when I knew she just wasn't right for me.
When your mom came here to babysit, she asked that I put it on.
It is. I don't know why. I don't know why anybody likes this movie, but it is a. I don't know. It's a lot. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack here. It's a. It's a rough movie to watch. It's rough. It's a little corny. It's I can't do it.
Yeah, I know you hate it.
And every time I sit down,
part of my joy is your dislike of it.
And I'm trying. I think if there's anything that I could really accomplish in life, it would be trying to convince you that it's a bad movie. You know?
But I enjoy watching it.
If I could ever convince you that it's bad.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna go. Actually, so then my number 2, I'm changing. I'll like move Family Stone because.
Wait. What's your number 2?
My number 1 is we said Muppets.
Yeah.
Number 2 is probably then Charlie Brown Christmas.
That's a good one. Is that a movie? Is that like a full movie?
It's
that
short.
count as a full movie?
I think it was probably a TV special.
Yeah.
And then Family Stone. Now I want to know which version of The Grinch do you think is.
I don't love the live action one. I don't really have a desire to watch that again.
No.
No.
Do you like the cartoon one?
Yeah, but I don't. Where do you see that one though? Because that one's
You have to
short.
buy
That one's
it,
like
too.
20 minutes, I think, right?
Yeah, it's the same as Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Somebody was like, there was some tweet that was like, "The Grinch, Christmas is coming." Me trying to hit. Oh, I hate Christmas or something like that.
Because they want. Oh.
It's like me trying to hit.
Oh, that's so funny.
Trying to fuck the Grinch.
Yeah.
That was fucked up what they did to him.
Yeah. They deserve to have their
Yeah.
Christmas
That is a
stolen.
great story though.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know there's like cops in certain cities and they're like arresting the Grinch?
Yes. I've seen all the tweets.
And somebody was like, it's literally a story. Is the baby crying? Somebody's like, it's literally a story about somebody being ostracized by society, and then he changes his ways when they show him kindness. And cops are like, let's just lock him up.
What are these
Andrew
Grinches
Hillary
doing?
said that. It's just like a PR stunt for the cops. They just lock up the Grinch.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought people were like dressing
You-
up
wait
as
a
the
minute, you
Grinch
thought
and,
people-
like,
you
vandalizing things.
You thought people were really the cops were really arresting the Grinch.
Yes. I thought somebody was like doing Grinchy
And
stuff.
I'm just so liberal. I'm like, can you believe this shit? All cops are bastards.
Yeah, I
Fuck
mean,
the police.
that
Fucking
is you.
pigs. Yeah.
Mike lives in La La Land.
Yeah, you like cops?
I don't have a strong opinion.
I hate them
I
all.
think we need cops. I don't like them that much.
If you're a cop,
I mean, I never got out of one
if you're
ticket.
listening to this show, yeah. Did you try?
Yeah, it showed my boobs.
I got out of a
And
ticket
where?
once when I was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that cop was a fucking dick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like new to driving. And I passed him. I guess you're not supposed to pass a cop car?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would always get nervous around cops that go really slow.
He goes, because I pass him, I go around him. And then I see the lights on. And I pull over, he goes, what's your issue tonight? He's like, why are you passing a marked cop car?
Oh,
But
were
I don't
you
think I
going
broke
fast?
the law. No, it was a fucking Saturn.
I don't know, honey.
Yeah. But he was like, don't pass any more marked cop cars, which I don't think. But I think they're all just like that.
Yeah,
They
want
all
to feel
need to be.
important.
Yeah. They all need their pants pulled down in the town square so we can. And all the all the townspeople need to gather around and just make fun of their
Just pants
dicks.
the police.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
De-pants the police.
Yes. Yes.
One
all
more
right.
good Christmas movie.
One more good Christmas movie. I would like I have like a watch list. I'd like to watch Emmett Otter. Did you ever see that?
Mm-mm.
We can start. That's on Amazon. We can start watching that. I just want to show you the beginning of it.
I want to watch Meet Me in St. Louis. I've never watched that.
What's that?
It's with Judy Garland when she sings "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas."
Oh, I don't like St. Louis.
Why?
I bombed there.
Oh, well.
I had a bad weekend there.
You'll have to get back at it.
Yeah.
Worst Christmas movie. So, like, I saw Christmas with the Cranks, and that was awful and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
What's that? It's where Ben Affleck's like a tech billionaire, and he wants Christmas with like a real family.
Oh,
No.
That's not that one. No. What
No,
was
that's
that
something,
one?
and that's a bad movie. Gandolfini's in that.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it.
I don't remember that.
Someone's yelling the name of that movie right now as they're listening.
Christmas with the Cranks is with Tim Allen.
Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis, yeah, and they're supposed
What's
to go
that
on a
about?
cruise, and they're like so obsessed with their daughter, they give up the cruise because she decided last minute to come.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a worse Christmas movie. I guess the most overrated was A Christmas Story.
Oh, I hate that movie.
You hate it.
Yeah,
You hate it.
I hate it. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good.
It's weird because
Now
it's kind of
somebody
like
is screaming on their end listening to this because people like love that.
people
movie.
do love that movie, but it's weird because it's not. It's very flat. That's how I would describe that movie. It's very flat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like oh, I'm a kid and I really want this gun. I really want this BB gun, and then a kid gets his tongue stuck to the pole.
Yeah.
He's like, I triple dog dare you, and he gets his tongue stuck, and then they go to the Chinese restaurant, and the waiters are they all talk funny. It's just everything. That movie is everything that a boomer thinks is funny.
Right, yeah.
Everything that would entertain a fucking soulless boomer.
And on this show, we don't like boomers.
We hate boomers.
Yeah.
They're fucking scum. They ruin this country. I hate them so much.
Love Actually is a Christmas movie. That one's good.
Yeah. Is that one good?
I like it.
Somebody was talking about that, some comics, and they were like, oh, the Laura Linney scene where she has the mentally ill brother.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, she should have just fucked the guy and then went to see her brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's always those moments like, Kate Winslet could have let
Kate Winslet's not in that movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio on the door in Titanic. There's just like...
yeah, but she was already... There was so much weight on that door.
Because she's such a heavy woman.
Yeah.
Shut up. But Love Actually, when... I don't know the guy's name, but when he buys the necklace for the hoe at work...
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some...
And he gets his wife a fucking CD.
Yeah. Connie Francis.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a hoe.
Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell, yeah. Same person, right? What's the difference between those two people?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the problem with the world.
There's always going to be a hoe.
There's always going to be some dumbass hoe.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I was talking to Anna about this, but it's important to talk about this stuff. It's like... I am getting older and I'm getting like fat. Like it's harder for me to keep the weight off, and my hair is turning gray. My hairline's receding, and I'm definitely less physically attractive than I was. I don't know when my peak attractiveness was. Maybe about 26. I don't know, but I was never like that hot. I was never like a hot guy.
You're a really hot guy, Mike.
Thanks, but. I don't know, but anyway.
Come the fuck on.
Sorry.
Stop moving.
I almost spilled Deborah's breast milk.
Keep yourself still.
The thing is that, you do get, like, guys do get more desirable. I was talking to Ann about this as they get older, and especially when they have a kid, Katchian. Because I went to see her and Eli and the baby.
Right.
And, I was like, yeah, like, guys do get, like, probably more desirable as they get older. And especially if they're married with a kid.
Right.
You know? Then it's like, because guys are such fucking losers
Mm-hmm.
that if they meet one who's kind of got his shit together, you
Right.
know?
Now
They're
I'm like validating you for the hose.
What?
I'm validating
Right,
you
right,
for
right,
the hose.
right.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to acknowledge that if you're a married guy or whatever, if you're married with kids, you really are nothing without your wife.
Right.
You can't forget that.
Yeah.
You're not really gonna be. I don't know if Tim Allen, if he was getting his dick sucked when he became, you know. I don't know.
Before he became the Santa Claus.
No, before he became when he had that sweet spot between his divorce and becoming Santa.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to know that like you know, like your wife is who makes you great.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think it's better to, like, if somebody is, like, if that... See, well, here's what I think, though. That's those characters in Love Actually. If that guy went home and told his wife, hey, there's a lady at work, and she's kind of, like, flirting me a little bit, I think they could have, like, had a laugh about it, and then it wouldn't have been this, like, secret thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, now I've told my wife about this person.
Right.
This woman who's, like, you know...
Throwing pussy at me.
Not throwing pussy at me, but...
Well, she was.
But they never fucked or anything. He just got her a necklace.
Yeah, that's disgusting. If you ever bought someone a necklace,
Yeah.
I would strangle you with a necklace.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably deserve it. But I think that, like, you should be able to... If there is, like you said, there's always a hoe.
Yeah.
But you should be able to tell your wife...
About
hoes. Them and not have her like overreact and confront the woman and show up at her house. I just think it would that story could have gone a lot differently if he was like, if he told his wife, they would have had a little laugh, and then it's like she knows about it, so it's not like this secret that he's carrying around.
Right, but
wives got to
have
to be cool
to do something. That's why he bought her the necklace.
Yeah. Right, but wives have to be cool with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wives can't be like, what happened? Wives have to understand that's how it is. Mm-hmm. But husbands shouldn't be secretive about that kind of stuff.
Right.
It should be like, hey, honey, I just want to let you know, like, yeah, some girl threw pussy at me. I mean, Taylor Tomlinson has a joke about like her ex-boyfriend being like, oh, just so you know, this girl gave me her number today. And she was like, yeah, but like, I don't care. Do you know how easy it is for us to drum up business like girls?
Mm-hmm.
But the dynamic is different. So I just feel like if you want to avoid problems in the future,
yeah,
you shouldn't be afraid to tell your wife that you met some whore.
Right.
And your wife shouldn't be threatened. You should be able to be open about that, and your wife shouldn't be threatened by it. But you shouldn't be afraid to tell her, and you shouldn't keep that stuff a secret.
Right. But I think the problem was that he was tempted to capitalize on this hoe.
Yeah.
By buying her a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, but he regretted it.
He did. Yeah, but yeah.
So he fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So he wouldn't have fucked up if he had told his wife about this
right,
woman.
Probably. Yeah.
He'd be like, there's a young woman. There's a young.
Thinking he was tempted.
There's a young girl. I'm sure her skin probably smells like vanilla bean. Honey, there's a 23-year-old woman at my work who wants to suck my cock. Okay? Don't get mad. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything.
Right.
You know? But that is an essential. But, yeah, I don't know. But that is an essential part of being a man. You got to commit to your wife.
And all you had was an apartment in Bed-Stuy that you shared with two other smelly guys, and you had like a stinky chair and a television.
Yeah.
Then like maybe you wouldn't be as desirable.
I would, if I was single at this point in my life, I would at least have a studio apartment. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
I would have got a COVID deal or something.
Yeah.
I'd get an $800 studio apartment, get a 2 year
There
lease.
is no $800 one.
No, but there were some pretty good deals during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. I guess we'll end it there. I want to thank my lovely guest for coming on the show. I really enjoy podcasting with you. It's nice that we get to sit down and talk.
Yeah.
I love you very much. It's our first Christmas with our son.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a very lucky man.
You are. Yes.
Thanks for bringing so much joy into my life.
All right, you weirdo. Thanks. Stop.
Oh, we're still recording.
Mike.
All right, everybody, that's the show. Patreon.com/sitdownpod, and you can follow me on social media at Mike Racine, at Racine on Twitter, at Racine.Mike on Instagram. I will be in Minneapolis January 14th and 15th, God willing, without this Omicron variant.
And
I'll
Caroline's on Broadway.
Yeah, we don't have a date yet for that.
February 7th.
Let me do January first.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, fine.
Sorry. Maybe that wasn't funny.
No. It's not funny to tell your wife to shut the fuck up.
Unless you're like Ricky Ricardo. Lucy, shut the fuck up. And then January 22nd, I'll be in Chicago with Evan Williams, the Lincoln Lodge. So please come out to one of those. We love you. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.